Drew, you killed this shit. Drew, you killed this shit.
Yo, you know what it is. We back in the building. We throwing them foes up. We throwing them quads down. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Hey, the wrestling podcast made for wrestling fans from wrestling fans. I got the Brodies in the building. What do you do, Jay Will?
What's good, Mar? We here, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you, my brother. And of course, Mr. Royalty himself, King Mel. What's happening, Wardy?
What's going on? Mark, can you hit that line for me one more time for the wrestling fans?
Oh. The podcast made for wrestling fans from wrestling fans. You feel me? Yeah, you did. Hey, man, pleasure to be here. And of course, hey, you see a fourth person here. Hey, we got a special guest in the building. We got the man, Drew Keyz. And if you don't know exactly the relation between In the Four Corners and Drew Keyz, just hit that rewind button. Listen to the intro. He even got his name in there. Come on. Dropping hints.
Sure.
Hey, my man, Drew Keyz. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing, man?
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, bro. Glad to be on. So yeah, y'all listen to that intro, the intro music. That's me. So yeah.
Hey.
This whole time. It's about time.
For sure. hey, glad that you're here, man. Hey, you did your thing on the intro, the beat drop, but you know what gets me every time?
What's up?
When you hit them keys, dog.
Gotta throw that
in.
Hey, my shit.
Hey, when you hit them keys, I'm like, yep, that's our shit. Hey, you can hear, but no, man. So, man, since you on the wrestling podcast, man, you got to be a fan of wrestling, right?
Of course.
Okay. Out of everything that's going on in the wrestling joint right now, in the world of wrestling, what's really caught your your attention right now?
Well, recently I was on Netflix, right? And seen they had the Vince McMahon documentary.
Ooh.
But so I was watching that earlier, and that was getting me back in my bag because that's when I was really tapped in. Was back then, like The Rock is my favorite wrestler, and that era was when I was really tapped in, playing No Mercy on N64, and all that, But most recently, I've been rocking with my guy Lio Rush.
Okay,
no doubt.
Or should I say that story for later? Or
no, you go ahead, drop it down whenever, bro.
Yeah. So basically, So one of my guys on IG, Adding Influence, he tagged me under one of Lio Rush's posts where he was rapping one of his songs, and I'm like, okay, like he can spit for real. So he was telling me to do a go-go remix of it. So we follow each other and everything, and then later down the line, I end up remixing one of his songs. It was like the Dark Heart theme song. That strings. So, I'm like, I tell him like, yo, this would be dope if we could collab on this joint. So I pretty much like speed it up a little bit, put it on that bounce beat, send it back to him. He ends up recording on it because it was an instrumental really, but he ends up recording on the instrumental. He sends it back and he's like, yo, this is gonna be my new theme song. So I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Drew Keyz making theme songs for the Four Corner, 613, and Lio Rush. This is amazing.
Crazy.
Hey, speaking of which, Lio Rush is doing his thing. If I'm correct, he's from DMV area.
Exactly. So when he heard the bounce, he was all the way tapped in because he's from here. So, that was lit. So, he so then when he had an event with one of the Japanese wrestling
about a couple of months ago.
Japan.
Yeah, the Japan League, and then they had a show in DC. So he was like, yo, can you come perform a song for the walkout? I'm like, hell yeah.
Hey.
So I get it's me, my guy Malik Dope on the snare, Hebrew Peacock on violin, and the Beat Your Feet dancer Opium. That's his brother. So, we put it together, we come out, we do a slight rehearsal, but yeah, he walked out to it. I had my guitar, I was performing it. We had the violin, the drums, Beat Your Feet dancers. He came out, the crowd went crazy. Like they never seen nothing like that before. So, we gave it to him live. So it was, man, it was just real full circle.
Hey, Mar, let me jump in real quick because
of course, fellas, you jump in whenever, man.
So like a lot of people who may listen to us, they may not know what DC go-go is, what go-go is in general. Go-go is a form of music that is native to the Washington D.C. area, and so like it has gone through many years of evolving, and bounce beat is one of the more newer eras of go-go. So when we hear that, for people like me, Drew, some of the people that have been on the show and are we front like this is the music that we love and we grew up with. So like I implore y'all, if y'all take a chance, look up DC Go-Go on YouTube, on Apple Music. Really listen to it. That way you can get like a heart and soul of the music. That way you can see what it's really like. Because for some of us, and I know Leo Rush is one of the dudes that's like, who is really from here, who really puts us on. He gets that vibe and that energy off of that. You think about an intro song for a wrestler, it's that song. That song is what they're walking out to. They're invigorated. They feel stronger. They feel ready to go when they hear that music. And he chose this man to do his song. It's amazing, bro.
Hey, excuse me, the producer here of the show. I wanted to say something real quick. Earlier, right before we started the show, I said that I didn't want to talk about that goofy shit. And then here you come. I said I will never come back to the show while Jay. I'm thinking about renewing his contract and ripping that shit up. You just wasted 3 minutes talking about something not wrestling.
Hey man, listen, we gotta give some shine to our culture. That's all.
No, we don't.
Had to give the background.
I'm Uncle Elroy. I got my cash that was down.
But let me ask you this, Drew. Obviously, that moment that you had with Leo that and I can't even imagine how dope that would be. So I'm pretty sure that's a moment that you're definitely proud of. But and you being a wrestling fan kind of correlate the music and wrestling. And, when it comes to certain things like that, where, the soundtracks, the intro music, or, even the theme music at the beginning of the show is kind of speak on that and how it relates to each other.
Sure. So when when I'm making music, I guess depending on what I'm making it for, I might have like an idea of like the target audience, like how are they gonna respond to hearing the music. So it's like, is this gonna be played like in a club? I want people to dance. If this is gonna be played in the stadium, for theme music for wrestling, like, you want it to sound big, like orchestral, like, make people like, okay, it's like, when you hear entrance music, it's just sound like grand and like big, like
let's jump out the seats. I got you.
Exactly. So it's like, you kind of think about, your audience and like the arena, the setting it's going to be played in. And so you can kind of paint that picture of where the music's going to be heard when you're making it. So I had that idea of like, okay, like, I want it to sound like, he's coming in and it's like, all right, everybody's like, oh, what's that sound? Like, oh, like,
I dig it.
Got you. So I got a question. So I know you're making music and everything to that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And you did it for Leo Rush. But besides Leo Rush, who else would you love to work with? And I know it's going to be The Rock as one. I know The Rock going to be one.
Yeah, that's my top. That's my top for real. And
oh, you got a list? You got like a top 5?
It's like everybody for me is really old school. I won't even hold you. Like I'm not even like caught up with with the
up-to-date stuff.
Today, yeah, for real. So it's like my list is gonna be like a throwback.
Now go ahead and drop it because I'm curious to see it because like I'm an attitude era baby. So that's when I caught wind of wrestling. Well, a little bit before it, but so yeah, go ahead, drop your list, Drew.
I say The Rock, Stone Cold, Booker T, Mankind,
Ooh.
Scotty Too Hotty.
Oh, those last two.
Turn it up.
Feel like that's just off, off the top. Like,
nah, that would be the Too Cool Go Drew Keyz. Turn it up, Drew Keyz on the beat.
Hey, a bounce beat of somebody doing the worm is crazy. That's
I think I can still hit that joint.
Well, we ain't gonna ask you to do it on the show because if you get hurt, you ain't covered on the insurance. Ain't got nothing to do with that. So, but nah, man, the Mankind one that they got my gears going on how that beat would flow. So I'm curious to see if even if you just did it just to do it and then tag Mick in it and just see his response. I think that'd be fine.
Hey, Mankind is very active on social media, so if you go ahead and make it happen and send it out. Especially on Twitter, he definitely responds to fans on there.
Okay, bet.
I feel like if you do the one for Mick Foley, he might use it for Dude Love, not even Mankind. He just might mess around with Dude Love.
Dude Love was on his hippie glam.
That's Hollywood Mike T jam right there.
Ooh, that's that go-go beat by Drew Keyz. Sweet Shin music.
That's crazy. Obviously, you said Rock was your favorite wrestler. Give me one of your favorite moments in wrestling that kind of like hooked you into the sport. And it was like, yeah, this is it.
Dang, it's been a lot of those, but one of my favorite things that The Rock used to do, like not even in the ring, but just like behind the scenes, like the interviews, he used to fire people up, bruh. Like, to cook everybody. Just like, what? Jabroni? It doesn't matter. Like, bruh, like that used to have me rolling, bruh. Just like that personality, like just outside, it's like you never knew what he was gonna say next.
I agree.
In school, if you didn't say it doesn't matter, or you told someone to know your role and shut your mouth, you wasn't a real one.
That's a fact. I agree. My favorite thing when The Rock used to do the promos, I don't know if everybody remember when he used to throw the shirts on Michael Cole's face.
Yeah.
Whenever he got some new merch, throw it on Michael Cole's head.
Oh man.
Hilarious.
No, it was crazy. And just just seeing people's like their finishing moves, like that Scotty Too Hotty with the worm, just like seeing that. Some of those TLC matches, cage matches, always crazy. Like,
So I have a question for you. So you've been plugged in with Leo Rush, and I'm pretty sure there's some communication there. Do you think that you might actually see yourself on a bigger scenario? Like, because I mean, music is music out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can find yourself in any sort of situation. Would you be willing to work with another organization or another wrestler?
Yeah, of course. Always looking to work with more people and just elevate really. Because with Leo, he's with AEW, but at the time, he was kind of like in and out. So it's like he was with him when I first met him, and then he was doing his own thing. Then he got back with AEW. So I'm just like, it wasn't even really about just like, oh, he's with them, so I want to do it. It was just like I just liked his music and I just connected with him. So I'm just like, okay, we can work. But now that it's reaching bigger platforms, it's like, why not? Like, why not see how far it can go? Like, I've always wanted music one of my goals is just to spread my music as far as possible. So whether it's like TV, music, a TV film, like whatever, like not only just, remixes or working with artists. So it's just like trying to go the distance as far as it can go. So,
hey, just make sure Tony Khan makes sure that the check don't bounce. That's all. Just make sure that and make sure you got the right amount commas and zeros on that thing.
And man, talk about it.
And make sure he get it from the Jaguars budget, not the AEW.
Hey, you shall. speaking of which, is what was one of the first organizations that kind of that you was really watching as a kid? Because I actually started with WCW, and then it kind of spread it to WWE. So, what was the first, I guess, piece of exposure to wrestling that you saw?
It was WWE for me at first, and then and what they had to change the name to WWF because of like that lawsuit or something.
Yeah,
same thing. But yeah, it was definitely WWF. Like was when I really got into it for real, for real. Like seen a little WCW, but that era. I remember like distinctly when that game No Mercy came out on N64. I used to run that game into the ground. That was like that was my bag.
No, I think No Mercy was like one of the first games that actually just had like legit music in that joint that rendered it. So it was like it was cool to see your favorite wrestlers coming out there. Like, granted, they looked like they was Minecraft characters, but like, but back then it was cool that you could actually hear real music back in the day. So like, that game was one of them games that like if you playing that game. Create your own characters, do your favorite character's signature moves, all that stuff.
Like, crazy. And back then, it's funny when you look back on graphics and it's like, man, that looked like trash. But at that time, you was like, yo,
it's nothing.
This really looked like Triple H.
Triple H out there, like the one thing about No Mercy that used to kill me when you used to block, you had to push out your chest.
Oh yeah.
Somebody try to punch
counter. Oh, that's crazy, man. So what in your opinion, who got the hottest entrance? That always caught your eye musically on interest, like because right now, well, not this version, but before he lost to Cody Rhodes, like Roman Reigns' theme music was popping. I guess the hottest one right now is Trick Williams. Whoop that Trick, whoop that. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of Booker T, it's Willie. Now, who in your opinion had the hottest theme music, man?
Let's see, so again, I wouldn't if I was talking current. Of course, I got to go with Leo because that's the
smart man,
right? Of course, but then again, I'm so old school with it, so I'm thinking like back in the day, I always like I like Stone Cold's entrance.
That glass break in the beginning, yeah.
Like that joint, either his or I gotta go back to the Rock. But it's dope top either between them two.
I got you. Hey, believe it or not, I still play. Nah, yeah, that dun-on. Yeah. Hey, hey, see, you get it, dog. Hey, we met up in WrestleMania, a couple of the Four Corner Boys. I know Mel was doing it. I was playing some theme music in the car.
Yeah. I know I was. I was in my Jim Johnson.
Pre-gaming.
Yo, I was in that. Man, they need to bring my boy back. He was in there in the kitchen making classics, man.
I don't know about y'all, but my wife be like, yo, especially when your phone be on shuffle and then suddenly it'll go from who knows what, and it'll be a gospel song. Then all of a sudden you hear the Stone Cold glass break, or you hear the Harlem Heat theme song. You're like,
Hey,
that's the difference between me and Jay Will. I let my girl know, hey Google, we gonna play this song right now.
Hey, the crazy thing is, there's no way I can see Jay Will doing the spinner room. There's no way.
No, absolutely not. But that can you dig it, sucker? Come up, it's up from there.
And a Rooney ain't no easy shit to do. Like,
Well, yeah, watching that because it benefited him. He was a break dancer. That's the way that shit worked out for him.
Yeah, you gotta do something basic.
I remember being a kid trying to do that. Everybody be lined up to see who could do it the best.
Facts. Try to do every single one of them jumps.
That's wild. That's wild. Any other questions you got over there, fellas? Mel, Jay, Will, which I got.
Well, I pulling the curtain outside. Where can Drew? I know you do a lot of things. Is there any places that we might be able to ever find you or see you? Because I know for a fact that I've been a fan for quite some time.
Respect.
Where can we find you? Because I mean, I definitely want to make sure the fans know who you are and where you at.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, online, I got my site, drewonthekeys.com. And on every social media, it's the same at Drew on the Keys. So you can find me digitally on there. On streaming platforms, just search Drew Keyz. You'll find my stuff. As far as gigs coming up in person, nothing on the immediate calendar yet, but I'll keep y'all posted.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
No doubt. No doubt. I know I'm a big fan of certain finisher moves. I know you're old school head.
Yeah.
If you was to take a finishing move,
Mm-hmm.
do you rather take the rock bottom or the Stone Cold Stunner?
If it was going to be hit on me?
Oh, yeah.
I think the Stone Cold Stunner. Because I just feel like the rock bottom is like your whole back. like that's gotta hurt, bro. But like, yeah, with the stunner, it's just like, it's like you still get banged up, but it's like I don't think it's gonna be the same as a full-on body slam, like to the
Full
floor.
back.
Get on your back.
My boy Drew about to do the stunner like the Rock. Jump out the ring, get a bid, jump back in the
ring. Wait a minute. Did you say jump out the ring, get a beard, and come back in the ring?
They used to have the bears on standby. Who used to throw the bears? That's what I want to know. Who threw the bears to Stone Cold?
Whoever that was, he was clutch. His arm, one-handed giants.
Like,
yeah, whoever threw them bears, I know what football team he could be playing for. They got a star on their helmet. But go ahead, Mom.
Hey, I was gonna say back in the days they could have used him on that Washington team before they got Jane Daniels, but it is what it is. It couldn't have hurt. I mean, all the quarterbacks they didn't went through, but we gonna keep it to wrestling, man. But you gotta love how wrestling transforms. I think many lines. Obviously, music, reason why Drew is here, sports and entertainment. It crosses over in football. Baseball, hockey, basketball. I mean, it's crossing over a lot of lines. And I don't know about you, Drew. Like, did you ever think that wrestling would ever, cross so many lines? Like when we were watching it back in the days.
I mean, back then it was hard to really say. Like when we were younger, we wasn't really, I guess, thinking that forward. But I mean, back then it seemed like it was like bigger than life for real. So it was just like, that was like the peak, low key. So it's just like, back then it seemed like it was already doing that, not like unknowingly, but of course, as it's grown, it's it's gotten into different facets and only getting even bigger. But I mean, you couldn't tell me nothing about it back in the day. It was just like,
no doubt. And the reason why I asked that question, because like back in the day, man. Oh, you watch wrestling? Oh, man, you a square. You a corner. You a lane. Now, from all different types of ethnicities, locations on the world, hey man, I ain't, hopefully wifey ain't watching this, but I'm starting to see some baddies at the show.
Even in the ring too. Like on Twitter, I don't know who it was, but I seen they said I think Triple H signed somebody, and they was like, "Man, he know what he doing." I was like, "Okay, Let me tap in.
Oh,
Like,
oh yeah, you probably caught an episode of NXT, so that's probably what that was.
It ain't NXT, it's NXBET. Don't forget, it's NXBET. All right. Starring Trick Williams as the NXBET champion.
Because I mean, I think that's dope to see that wrestling has gone that far. Like, you know, I'm not a big fan of her, but you know, Sexy Red's been on there, been doing her appearances.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, you know, they had Wayne at Mania. We saw Wayne at Mania. And the
Snoop is there often.
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, and then Wale be having Wale Mania.
Yes.
Megan Thee Stallion does SmackDown's theme music now.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah, they getting everybody that tapped in with it. Is I thought I would never see it because I mean, you know how many times I was called corny and lame back in the days for watching wrestling. You know, so I watch wrestling. You kind of do it on
the That was mainstream. Now I seen somebody on Twitter was complaining about like the rap artists getting shine on wrestling. They were like, man, like where's the rock bands or something like that? And then somebody
wait, they complaining they had rock for damn near 35 years.
That's what exactly the next response was. It was like, look, they had so much rock on there, like hip hop, rap. That's what's popular right now. That's the pop of today. So it's like, don't even try it for real, like
for real. Like, come on, man.
Genre.
Right.
Bruh, they had every theme music for Raw and SmackDown for the last 35 years up this year has been nothing but rock. Like come on, man. Hey, you know you gotta switch lanes when McDonald's start doing the hip hop, you know. Come on, man.
Shout out Pusha T. He the one came up. I'm loving it, man. That's all Pusha T stuff. Shout him out. He don't get paid for it though.
Hey yo, that's wild. Hey, but
you got a Casanat deal or something too. Casanat special for McDonald's, yeah. Something like,
yeah. Matter of fact, Kai's been on a episode or two of some WWE content for sure.
Yeah, he had Cena on there like I think it was a month or so ago.
Oh yeah, this was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's big. That's big for well, it's definitely big for Kai. You know, hey, we gonna be on there eventually. You know, have it. You know, I mean, we interviewed a couple of independent wrestlers, so hopefully we can expand on situations like that where we can you know, tap into some more wrestlers on the show for sure. But what's your ultimate goal with wrestling and your music? Hopefully, ultimate goal that you can have that you hopefully can achieve with it.
Sure. So I definitely want to do more work with Leo, like more entrances. Like I was thinking it would be crazy to like be on tour with him and doing those entrances, those themes live. Like that would be crazy to actually, because you know he'd be up in like Europe with it, like he's everywhere. So I'm just like, you know, imagine being on the road and, you know, opening up and doing that. And then take it another level to actually produce the theme song for the actual network.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that would be crazy.
Yeah, definitely talk to Tony because they got a new network deal, so they might be needing some new music at some point in time. So.
Yeah. Most definitely, because that music makes a difference in how a show runs, like how it gets people interested. It makes a huge difference.
No, it's very important. I guess you never really paid attention to how important the music is until you see like Tommaso Ciampa comes out with no theme music, and you're like, yeah, that ain't it.
Hold on, that was a great era when he came out with no theme music. And the fans was just booing him. That was a great era of wrestling. It's just at the time you had to have the network to see it.
The booze was the music.
The booze was the music until they decided, okay, we just gonna give you a song now. The song was alright, but when he came out to no music and all you heard was boo, it felt like the realest thing ever.
No one will survive.
Mm-hmm.
Different.
That's when he was the Black Heart.
Hey, that's wild.
Now he pat himself on the back.
So here's a question that I think we never really talked about. If you was a wrestler, Drew, man, what would your drip be, man? What kind of gear would you rock, man?
My drip. So I probably have on some longish pants. I wouldn't have nothing like too little, like, no little bitty shorts,
Yeah, nothing too suffocating. I feel you.
Yeah, I don't want to suffocate. Shirt off, probably. But I'd be in better shape, so I could actually pull off the shirt than no shirt, right? Because I'd be some type of like jacket, probably for like the walkout, and then what's that? Shoot, I probably have some ice on, something. I'd lose that probably too before it got broke in the ring, but just to walk through, have some bling on, probably do something different, like I don't like come out with like a band like with me or something like like
oh yeah,
blow that budget soon.
Hey, I was about to say, hey Drew, yeah, you might get it once a month, but you about to blow the budget, dog.
Man, I'm gonna pay them. The band's gonna come out of my pocket.
I feel
WWE, like, yeah, bring them on then. Bring them on. Y'all know if y'all break some, that's $100,000 here. That's $100.
Facts.
Drew, I have a question though, because we didn't really talk about it. How did you get into music in general though? Like, what started you off with this love for it? Because clearly you're passionate about all this.
For sure. Really, it was my mom, man. Shout out to my Dukes. Like, I was always like a listener of music, and my dad owned a record store, and I would like to dance and stuff, but like she actually got me into piano lessons so I could play at church. So this was like around like 05. Like that's the first year I learned how to play. So I started taking piano lessons so I could play at church, but I wasn't good enough to play at church then, because to play at church you gotta be that guy on whatever instrument you playing.
Yeah,
so
people will stop praising the Lord to talk.
They won't feel that ministry moving.
Nah.
So, I started taking lessons, and then like as soon as I started taking lessons, like I had a keyboard, and just like we started a go-go band around the way. And like I barely knew how to play for real, but we had a band, we made a band. I started making those little 1-note, 2-note melodies. They turned into chords and just started from there. And just, just always, I still took lessons up until a certain point, but I always played live music from that point. And then I eventually got into playing with the church. Then I, played with so many bands. Shout out Shut 'Em Down Band, New Vision, Changing Faces, KOB, Go-Go Symphony, TMA, TCB, Bounce Beat Kings, UCB. Like I've just been able to just play with so many good musicians and just like learn every step of the way. And then, along that live music path, I also started producing. In high school, like there was like one class that showed us how to produce. So, I got like that little bit of info, and then, ran with that. So I had always been playing live music and producing. And then lately, what people know me for the most are the go-go beats. So, it's taking that DC style and fusing it with trap. So it's like a digital go-go sound. So it's like go-go is like a live form of music, and then I merged that with the trap, and that's what people know me for now, for real. So
that's dope. This is a true musician's question.
Yeah.
Do you have a preferred company that you want your keyboard to come from? Because are you a Yamaha, a Roland, a Korg? I'm just wondering, because I got to hear it myself.
Yeah. I think that over time, I think the Yamahas have become my favorite. I got a Montage 6 right now, and I like how I mean, they all the boys got touchscreens now, but when I got that was the first touchscreen I had, and it was easy to change sounds. And you got the expression wheel.
Yeah.
You got the expression wheel with the pedal, and you can do a lot of stuff with that. But I do miss the sample pads of the I do miss the sample pads on the Rollins though, because you could just have it was like a drum pad right there. You could just put all your samples right there. So that's what
100%. 100%.
yeah. But Korg, it's like whatever, but they're cool. Those are the top three go-go boards. The Yamahas, Rollins, and Korgs. So
Nice.
Nah. Jay Will just trying to find a way to get into WrestleMania or Wrestle Dream if you make it to that level. He just trying to find a free ticket, man. Don't listen to this. This guy. Back to some wrestling related commercials. Obviously you told us what kind of outfit and drip that you would have. Well, we got to know what would be Drew Keyz' finisher move.
Snap. Hit him with the keyboard.
hey, you definitely could use that in a no holds barred, no match for sure.
Facts. Damn, I never really thought of my own finishing move. So I guess you have that with the no hose bar, pull out the keyboard or my keyboard stand, boom.
You might as well steal somebody's moves. That it's happening left and right in wrestling now.
Yeah. Nah, I probably would want to do something off the turnbuckle. Like, I don't know, like hit you, leave you there, daze a little bit. Like set you up in the corner, like Rikishi used to do, right? No Diddy. But
my boy out here hitting him with the key face, man.
set you there in the corner and then get on that turnbuckle right above you and then like jump up and do like some crazy flip to the elbow you right there in the head, something. I don't know. I just
So if you're doing all of this, that tells me you an athlete.
Hey.
My boy went from playing piano to the greatest wrestler of all time, doing a corkscrew elbow drop.
Look, I'm not saying that I could do it right now, but if I was a wrestler, I would be able to do it. Like
my boy said, "Hey, Leo Rush, how you do that move, man?"
Right. Taking notes. I'm like, okay, that's how. Okay, bet.
Hey, speaking of that, hey, has it ever crossed your mind to ask Leo, hey, get me in the ring real quick. Like, let me see what it's like. You ever thought about it?
Nah, look, I leave that. Look, they're coming out that joint bloody. I'm like, look, I'm just here to play some notes. Like, look, I only fight when I need to. Like, I ain't trying to fight for fun, man. Like, I ain't trying to mess this up.
Like, come on, Ma, what's wrong with you, Ma? You know these hands for the keys, man.
They are, but I think we've all thought about it as wrestling fans, like just curious to see what it's like to be in the ring and
you're right. Yeah,
I'm not saying I would do it.
It would be crazy to actually be in the ring, but it's like at least like give me some gloves, probably. I have a better idea what to do because.
Matter of fact, hey Leo, I want you to watch this episode, and next time you got Drew with you in the building, have Drew come out and like hit your opponent with a keyboard real quick, and then you go ahead and pick up the 1, 2, 3. And then, Drew come in the ring and you can raise his hand with him and celebrate with him. So that's all I'm saying. Some guest appearances, kind of get your feet wet and see what's up. See what's up with
it. Absolutely.
My real wrestling debut. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. For real.
I can run somebody's head through the keys.
See?
Hey, it gotta be the cheap drink though. The cheap little Casio. Not the
He's sitting at the cheap Casio now.
Yeah, I ain't ruining the good board on somebody hard head.
Hey, that's crazy, man. Nah, man, I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. Obviously, man, we got to give you big props for the dopest intro in all of wrestling podcasts. As our producers, man, he's saying, man, keep your butt out the ring, man. Just like, nah, bro, don't do that. But now we give you mad props for definitely blessing us with the dopest intro in the wrestling game. And just one more time, like you did earlier, man, so that the people can make sure that they can follow your content and follow all your moves, man. Go ahead and drop all your social medias one more time.
Sure. Thanks for having me again. My website is drewonthekeys.com, and all social media is at Drew on the Keys. So that's IG, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Drew on the Keys. And just look up Drew Keyz on streaming platforms. You'll find all my stuff.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, and he'll be smacking people with the keyboards in no time soon.
Bring out that key.
Hey, for sure, for sure. Hey, J Will, man, drop them socials for the peoples, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at J Will with one L in the Four Corners of Wrestling Facebook group. And you can find me on X/Twitter at 4CB_J Will with one L.
One L. King Mel, drop them socials, man.
IG is KingMel13. On Facebook, Jemell Scroggins. And Twitter, we back.
We back. Hey, yeah, we back like a Braun Breaker getting his IC title back. Ooh, oh, damn. Did that? Was it too soon?
It might have been. Yeah, it was. It was. I felt that. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that we look, we got love for Jey Uso. We do pause. We do a lot of eating over here. Eat, but I mean, y'all had to see that coming though.
Unfortunately, so.
Come on now.
I seen it coming. Well, just to keep you up to date, Drew, Jey Uso is one of the sons of Rikishi.
Oh, okay.
So he has 3 kids right now wrestling.
That's
2
dope.
twins, which is Jey and Jimmy Uso, and the other one Solo, who is the tribal chief at the moment.
Whoa! Oh, blasphemy, sir!
We don't do that around here.
Oh,
we don't do that around here. There's only one.
Y'all don't recognize him as a chief?
No, we don't acknowledge him.
Oh,
stop hating on Solo, because you know why? Solo got the best enforcer ever. Crash Out Fatu. Jacob Fatu.
I can never. I can't argue that with you.
I mean, if you go to church and you heard Jacob Fatu, the way he was giving the prayers that day, man.
Nah.
That's dope, though.
Quit playing with my man Jay. My man Jay said, "You keep looking at me like that, I'll beat your ass."
Yeah.
Hey,
tell him, Mom.
Hey, all I'm saying is, hey, mess around with Crash Out if you want to, bro. It'll be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing.
Just saying.
You mess with Crash Out.
Jacob Fatu was about to put Jey Uso on the shirt. Matter of fact, forget a shirt. He was gonna be on the milk carton. That was about to get y'all daily.
Whoa!
Have you seen this heat?
Hey, Mel. The only people on milk cartons is our man Double J. That's about it. All right,
man. He was about to put Jey Uso on the almond milk carton, because I know y'all ain't drinking dairy milk.
The almond milk?
Almond milk.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, he
unsweetened.
Hey, dog. He said he's going to have on the shirt with them ghetto-ass angel wings.
Hey, y'all crashing out right now.
Sunrise, sunset.
Hey, yo, chill, bro. Wow. Wow, got the
I'm just gonna put it like this. And Rhea Ripley was an emo before. She was gonna be after that.
all into her emotions. Oh,
Hey, dog.
that is absolutely crazy, dog. But I know we were supposed to get out of here, but we got to talk about this real quick. Because my man Jay Will been talking hella greasy behind the scenes, man. And man, back me up on this. This man was talking hella greasy, dog. So obviously, shout out to Samantha Irvin, which she has a lot of things in common with you, Drew. She does singing. She's trying to definitely pursue some career in music. She has a great voice. Matter of fact, she's easy on the eyes too. Look, check her out, dog.
Give her credit. She won a whole round of The Voice. Quit playing with her.
No,
Okay, bro, relax.
Yeah, you gotta relax, dog. Like I know you.
Nah, man, I'm passionate about this, man. I'm hurt.
Relax.
I'm hurt.
You married. Relax.
Yeah, you got.
Oh, see, you know what?
Hey, dog, you gotta chill, man. No,
why you crashing out?
For real. Hey, man, this dude is really like, damn. Like, I'm just trying to make a point. Like, Samantha Irvin, she's very talented. I gave her props. She's like, no, put some respect on her name. Like, oh man, hey, chill. But like, so Samantha Irvin, she's been with WWE for the last few years, doing her thing. Very talented, great voice. She's kind of made her way very integral in what they do production wise with her, the way she announces and does the ring announcing. It's dope. It's fly. But it was a blast from the past. Lillian Garcia came back, and Jay, well, I'm gonna let you have your moment. I'm gonna let you have your moment and say what you got to say. But hey, she brings a lot of nostalgia back, right?
All right, so we all grew up most of us grew up in that Attitude Era, right? So living in the ruthless aggression area, Lillian Garcia was there for that. She was an integral part. I'm never going to discredit that. But her first night back on Raw, boy, she stunk up the place. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? I respect her for what she has done, but they say wrestlers have ring rust. Boy, did she have ring rust in that ring for announcing last night. And I'm just sorry. All right.
It wasn't there.
She did it. She fumbled it back. Pronunciations was wrong. She said containment and considers contenders. I'm not sure how we got there. Like, yes, I understand. She got to get back in the swing of things, but come on, bro. It was a glaring difference for us just so suddenly for the fans. For us fans, it was so glaring. I'm just like, all right, y'all. This ain't it right now. And this is making me feel a certain type of way because she was an integral part. Just saying. I'm just saying. She was an integral part of the show. When you make that major change, it hurts the product. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, you got to be one of the most impatient wrestling fans I've ever seen, bro.
I'm not saying no, don't do that.
I just got one question. Who would you rather have back? You wanted Brandy Rose to come back?
Oh, yeah.
You wanted her to introduce Cody Rhodes, huh?
My baby, Cody. You know that's what she would have said.
The guy who stopped racism.
Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Is Raheem Abdul-Jabbar.
Gotta put those Shabazz in there because it's a whole
Shabazz.
Or who you wanted? JoJo? Bray Wyatt X,
It wasn't. Listen, all I'm saying is,
bro,
first night back, it was not it. They got to get it together.
Relax. They got her on the fly, dogs. Relax.
Hey, Mel, I'd have been okay with JoJo.
See, and that's why the Wyatt Six is about to get him. Don't worry, yo. If you don't see Wild Card Mar here next week, we know why.
Hey, don't put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't do that.
Dexter Loomis put the extensions in his head.
Dexter Loomis got 4 locks. That's crazy.
Nah, we getting out of here because we were supposed to be out a minute. But I had to give you your moment, J. Will, because I'm putting it on camera and I'm putting it on wax that the world needs to see how impatient your ass is. You gotta let her cook, man. Hey, because like me and Mel told the other people, the IWC, you internet crazies out there, give Joe Tessitore a minute. I ain't seen y'all talk about Joe. Huh? I ain't saying nothing about Joe. Because Joe's been doing his thing on announcing. Hey, man, let Lillian knock the rust off, man. Hey, it's just like when Stella got her groove back. She was rusty. She got her groove back. All right? Let it marinate, bro. Let her cook.
That's the reference you want to make here?
Hey, man. Hey, that's the best.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's only one Jamaican in WWE. His name is Kofi Kingston.
Wait. Weren't you just Jamaican a week ago? No, anyway. Hey, man, shout out to everybody out there. Hey, man, please tap in with us. 613 Faye Productions on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We everywhere. I got the wrestling group on Facebook as well, in the Four Corners of Wrestling. Hey, we got a lot of great content dropping for y'all. Of course, Fridays, tap in with Mike T. We got the Maryland Tech boys doing their thing. Of course, you can tap in with us on Saturday, as well as the Man Cave Sports Podcast. And then on Sundays, our homie King Mel, Mr. Royalty himself, got the top 5 moments in wrestling for the week. And hey, you definitely make sure you don't miss another fire episode of Moco Center. We'll be putting it down for the youngins playing that football in the Moco. And then, of course, on Mondays, make sure you please go over to Coach Drip, Mike T Instagram, for the after effect of Moco Center. Because after they play their games on Thursdays and Fridays, we have Moco Center on Sundays. But then he drops his top 10 list on Monday. And when I say it get popping, it get popping. It get popping like a Royal Rumble. Hey, people be, they ready to throw bowls. I'm trying to tell you, it's highly entertaining for sure. Just make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, that bell notification. Let you know every time you can see all the content that we got for 613. And of course, before we get up out here, let's make sure that we show some more love to our man, Drew Keyz, the man on the keys that made the fire intro. Matter of fact, I'm making a request because the intro was so fire. Hey, man, producer, take us out on that intro because this has been another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling. We throwing them foes up, throwing them quads down. We out here.
Hey, Drew, you killed this shit.